South African Medical Association says not all medical doctors have received their salaries. Some received their money yesterday and the rest are yet to expect to be paid on Monday. However, Summers says it's concerned that the department will fail to live up to its promises, as this isn't the first time that they have not been paid. The national chairperson of the South African Medical Association, Angelique Coetzee, joins us now for this issue. Angelique, it's startling. So we're finding that I think about 4 provinces that have been affected by no pay of doctors. In fact, to an extent where you are actually motivating for doctors to stay away from work until such the issue has actually been resolved. Just tell us what is going on.
Yes, you are correct. About 2 weeks ago, SAMA became aware that there's a problem with salaries of doctors that's not going to be paid on the 31st of January. So when we started to investigate this, the first objection from the problem that was raised from the Department of Health was that there is not enough money, especially from the Department of Gauteng. And
so they wrote to you, they actually formally informed you that there is not enough money to pay the salaries of health professionals.
Yes, in Gauteng, especially in Gauteng.
Okay.
We then intervened with and had a small discussion with the DG, Precious Matsotso, and it was clear that the week before that, she actually asked all the head of departments to make sure and inform her if there was not enough monies to be paid for the doctors, and according to them, there was enough. So then when we started to investigate it, so the first story was there was not enough monies. So the DG then intervened and made monies available. Then last week we became aware that although there's enough monies now available to the various departments, unfortunately there's still going to be outstanding payments to doctors because there's an HR problem.
Yes, I'm hearing that it's actually because they're saying that they missed the deadline because some of their details have actually not been processed. So this is pertaining to the new doctors and some of those health professionals that their details have not been captured. You have to explain it to me, and I think even for the viewers at home, when you're saying that the details of these individuals have not been captured, did you not have a month to capture the details, and what was the reason given for not capturing it, especially on time?
Well, the reason we met last week, Friday, a week ago, with the Gauteng Department of Health, and we actually sat with them, and we thought we had a very good understanding from their side and from our side that the monies would be paid on the 4th and on the 7th. So then we raised these questions, and it became clear that it is an internal problem. How do you explain that the Northwest doctors from Potchefstroom, 17 of them, they HR lost their applications. So, and then again, when we ask for at Department of Health, Gauteng, you must understand all these departments works on their own.
Yeah.
We then got the undertaking. Again, today with the cutoff, they will be paid. And then again, they were not being captured. It's not a problem of, we interviewed, SAMA phoned all doctors that were still complaining that they didn't receive their monies by the end of yesterday. We phoned them. It's not a form problem. They submitted their application.
So in that sense, would you say that the health departments or the provincial health departments are incompetent at this stage, especially when it's looking at the administrative aspect of some of those issues?
If you look at it, it's clear there's a problem. There's a huge problem, whether it's incompetence, whether they just don't care. It's not their salaries. They're not accountable. I haven't heard anyone being fired. I haven't heard that they worked overtime. There are people that worked overtime, but it was not the HR department that's supposed to capture these outstanding invoices of the doctors. And how on earth can you not? It's 6 weeks in the new year. It's 7 weeks actually. How could HR not in 7 weeks manage to capture doctors?
But you know what the sad thing is, and allow me to play have the human element to this, because at the end of the day, the people that are going to feel it the most are those that need the doctor's assistance the most. Yeah. You cannot go to public hospitals are under pressure as it is. Now, if you go into a public hospital and that doctor is supposed to see you has not been paid, and they've got their own issues and their own burdens, and you are advocating for them to stay, with the right, of course, advocating for them to stay away from work until such a time that they get paid. But the people are the ones that suffer. The people that have to get medical treatment are the ones that suffer. So I can imagine South Africans might be even angered at such a situation because they have to go and visit the doctor and they need doctors' help.
You see, the thing is, if you are saying that medical professionals, of healthcare professionals, are an essential service to the people out there, if you acknowledge that we are an essential service, but then when it comes to payment, then you forget that we are essential. You just decide, well, you can be without money. Remember, some of these doctors, this is all newly appointed doctors that we are talking about. It's not only the doctors. I need to correct that. It is also all newly appointed healthcare workers. It's your physios, it's your occupational therapists. So it's not only a problem pertaining to the doctors themselves. So this is it's a far bigger issue. And the other thing that is very sad to me is that, you know, when the Minister of Health went to KwaZulu-Natal to investigate the problem of the monkeys in the hospitals and establish a task team looking at the monkey problem in the hospitals, and thereby I'm not saying that the problem of the monkeys in the hospital is not important, it is important. But then you kept silent on non-payment of your own employees. Something is seriously wrong.
Well, the good thing is that we do have individuals and officials as well as ministers who watch the show, so hopefully that message has been made completely clear on the paying of health professionals. And we have to leave our conversation there, but thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure.
And shedding some light in terms of those doctors there who have not been paid. In fact, they're saying that it's about 4 provinces that have been affected. National Chairperson of the South African Medical Association, Angelique Kutsia.